welcome to the gospel of two wheels where the coffee's hot. The bikes are sadly still in pieces, and your question or your comments are absolutely ridiculous. It is so good to see you guys here. We got Dave Brayman, 5280 James, Sawyer Llewellyn, Mike Barnato. That's right, you're going to Page. Good luck, have fun. I hope you dominate. Sawyer Llewellyn set. It's a beautiful overcast morning here in the PN Dub. But unfortunately, one must work to buy dirt bike bars. It does suck, doesn't it? We all have to fuel the addiction that is dirt bikes some way. I am just lucky enough to have managed to find a way to fuel it that is just more dirt bikes. Sadly, the Weeby bike will not be ready. The loaner first time racer bike will not be ready. A couple reasons. One is that I ordered a new cylinder for it, and from Rocky Mountain, it shipped. I got the tracking. It shipped the same day, and then FedEx proceeded to take like 5 days to get it to me. Whee! So it got here yesterday, so that's a little bit late. And I probably should have been like doing the suspension while I was waiting, but I didn't get it done. Anyway, that happened, and then also MJ was trying to get all of the graphics and plastics done, and that didn't get done. So we're all a little bit behind schedule. Sorry about that, guys. It will be at the next race, and it will be sexy and shiny and all brand new. Roger Hurd, Daniel Sykes, James Burr. There's my dad, Scott Spradling, my mom, Suzanne Spradling. Make sure you say hi to my parents in here. If you don't, I'm going to come find you and beat you up. Stephen Becky Peterson, it is good to see you. Bill O'Neill, what's going down? Guys, I don't have a way to... Oh, hang on. I wonder if I can... Oh, here. Let's see. I might be able to... Nope. Oh, no. That's not what you guys want to see. Maybe this. Oh, jeez. How do I... Ah, crap. Sorry, guys. I was trying to show you my FaceTime. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I was going to do this. I'm so excited, guys. Check this out. I'm just going to do it the old school way. Look at those. Look at that. That's the Weeby race this weekend, guys. Through the trees, in the rocks. Super stoked. Cannot wait. It is going to be so much fun. Guys, make sure you're backing out of the chat, hitting the thumbs up, and coming back in. We got like the wrong ratio. We got like 2 to 1. So do that because it's awesome and you're awesome. Yeah, Weeby racing this weekend, first round of 2024. Very excited. I'm actually looking at the course, and I was kind of planning on it anyway. I'm going to be taking both the beta and the KTM, and having them both race prepped and ready to go, just in case. Probably going to do a lap of practice on the KTM, and then a lap of practice on the beta, and see which one I feel more comfortable on, and which one I feel more like faster on. So that should be fun for YouTube to see that, and then race the one that I think is going to get me the best result. So I'm excited about that. Mom, where is the race? It is in Las Vegas, New Mexico. So that is, if you guys don't know where that is, it's what is it? East of Santa Fe, something like. Anyway, it's in the mountains, and it's really pretty. I think the town is like 6,500 feet. Garrett Anderson, please don't die. He says he hopes he doesn't die trying to get over this cold. Get over the cold. I'm also, speaking of that, I'm getting over going way too hard on Monday at the gym and then out in the rocks. Excuse me. Maybe I have a cold too. Tony Andrews, what's going down? And I went super hard and my lower back kind of spasmed out a little bit. So I got to work on that. Roger Hurd, the timed loop is coming. Actually, I've got plans. Time loop's coming. I know I haven't been doing that. I got to get after that. The time loop will be back very soon. Also, I want to put out another timed loop that's because that one's great. The one I've been doing is great. I haven't done it. I've ridden it, but I haven't posted it. It's up Eagle Valley, out Sunset Rocks, and then back through the Adobes, and it's good. It's because a little bit of rocks, a little bit of techie stuff. and then a bunch of fast stuff too. So it's pretty good test of a bike, kind of all around. But then I need to have like I have a hard enduro loop. Okay, I got it in mind, a hard enduro loop too. So that we can time. That'd be cool. Anyway, what's happening? What do you guys want to talk about? Dirt bikes. You guys shoot your questions at me. Obviously, we are going racing. Very excited about that. Got a huge shout out to Rocky Mountain ATV MC guys. I'm just looking over here at the stack of tires they sent me for the race team. Massive shout out to Intech and Moose Balls, Mr. Wolf Moose Balls, who sent me 5 sets of moose balls for the race team. So for free. I mean, that's crazy. That's $2,000 worth of moose balls, guys. That's nuts. They pay for the shipping and everything. And just so you know, that is not the reason that I'm running them, because I also could have had Nitro Moose send me mooses, because Jeff and I are tight, and we could have done, they would have sent me Nitro Mooses for the team also. It's because I chose the moose balls. I really think that for the kind of racing and stuff that we do, I think the moose balls are better. They last longer for sure. Randy Hatch, yes, Thursday night ride tonight. Thank you for mentioning it. Yes, Peach Valley will leave the shop at 5 sharp. And when I say sharp, I mean I'm like already in my van and like on at 5 and backing out. Roger heard it will not be a question as to whether Thomas is faster. C Abbott, what's happening? C time balls, baby. It's very exciting. Here. I really do like the moose balls. Again, Jeff Douglas from New Tech is a good friend of mine. I'm testing a super duper double secret thing from him right now on my beta, and I really like it. But the moose ball thing is just, for me, it's just better for what I do. High speed stuff, it's not as good. They do melt. Let's see, C-Time, I need to add up my hours and miles and my wolf balls now so I know what they have been through. I've already added 1 extra ball to the front. Yes. So that's the cool thing, is that you end up with extras. Like Thomas, we just mounted my kid Thomas's new tires and moose balls last night on his YZ250. He ended up with 2 extra fronts and 2 extra rears, actually, with the tires we're running. We're running a 120 90 19 rear on his YZ250, and then an 8100 21 front, both Tusk T35s, and he ended up with 2 and 2, so he's got plenty of extra to shove in there, which is gonna be sweet. So he should, I would imagine, he might not get a whole season out of it because he's gonna ride a crap load, because that's what he does, but most people would get an entire season out of a set of moose balls, which is pretty sweet. What else, guys? What else you guys want to talk about? Scott Schwager, what's going down? Oh my God, what have I done? No. Oh boy. Hang on. There we go. I don't know, I messed that up. Good. Dude named Eric, have you seen or used the mooses that use the tubeless system? I have seen them. I will be using one. Big news, right? For the Moab Hard Enduro. I've got I don't know if it's the Tax Pro or the one from X-Grip, but there's a couple out there. They're kind of like, if you guys haven't seen them, they're kind of shaped like this. They're really small mooses, and they go in. Yeah, I know, C-Time. I don't even know what I'm doing. They go in like this, and so it's like a cushion. You can add pressure, take away pressure, whatever, but you still have that moose in there to help fill it up in case it does, if you tear a tire or something like that. But I have that X-Grip escalator, and yes, C-Time. Cub Moto, what up, Rich Pierce? How's it going, man? I can't wait to see you down there. I haven't seen you nearly as much since you've been working a real job, and not the desk job where you can sneak away and come say hi. Rich is now an auto mechanic, and he's working his butt off, and I think he's really enjoying it. But yeah, he doesn't get as much free time as he did before. So, well, He doesn't get as much free time during the day. He gets a lot more free time at night when he doesn't have to answer phone calls and all the BS that he was having to do. So, glad to see Rich Pierce doing awesome things. Let's see. What else, guys? Oh, here we go. Scott Schwiger getting started on a leak down test on the 2001 RFS 400. Right on. Here, that's a great little thing. Quick thing that I've noticed with leak down tests on 4-stroke. Well, you can't do a leak down test on a 2-stroke. I mean, I guess you can. You'd be testing the crank seals and all kinds of the carburetor. Anyway, it doesn't work. On a 4-stroke is to the best way to do it is take the cam and everything out. Now those RFSs, that's a little bit hard to get the cam out, but you can take the valve cover off and get it, because if you can theoretically do a leak down test, and actually on it KTM it's a little easier if you put the bike at top dead center compression, because all the valves are closed, and obviously it's a 4-stroke. There shouldn't be any like holes in the cylinder, so it doesn't matter where the piston is when you do that. So that's the way to do it. Problem is, on anything other than a KTM, if you put that piston at top dead center and then put air in it, it tries to shove the piston down, opening the valves, making everything leak. So on a KTM, you have the crank lock. If you guys have never done it, on every KTM 4-stroke, there's a place on the case, either like coming up from the front bottom or from the side, and then they cut a little groove in the web of the crankshaft, like a little V-notch, and then you pull this bolt out, take this thick washer off, and put the bolt back in, and the bolt goes into that groove and holds the thing at top dead center. So you can do that with that. On every other bike, I just take the cams out, because I mean, if you're doing a leak down test, guys, you're probably something bad's happened, like there's something not awesome going on in your life on the motorcycle. So dig in, get in there, take some things out of the way, and if you take the cams out of the way, it's pretty nice. It makes life easier. So because then the idea is, when you take the cams out, they're out of the way, cam chain's unhooked, you put pressure on it, it's obviously going to shove the piston all the way down to the bottom, and then but the valves will be closed and be good. Mark Rogers coming in from Arkansas. Craig Villacourt, what is up? How are you, man? So yeah, there you go. Cool. Scott Schwiger, let us know how that goes. RFS 400, that's an old motor, but a pretty solid motor if you got it running good. So a lot of people love RFS motors. I don't love them that much. I think when they're working, and if you take really, really good care of them, they're amazing. And you don't have to take that good. It's not like a KX, modern KX, where you have to ride the thing in a clean room. RFS motor, I just don't like where the water pump is and stuff like that. But it's a good bike. Sorry, don't mean to badmouth your RFS. It's just not my personal favorite. So, what other questions you guys have? Shoot me questions. Again, Thursday night ride, Peach Valley. We'll be out there about 5:15, leaving here at 5 on the money. Again, make sure you're backing out of the chat, hitting a thumbs up, and coming back in. Let's see. What else? Oh, I'm going to be testing this very soon. Very, very, very soon. This is from Flight of 4, Gary Hendricks. And Gary and I are working on another product, which I'm hopefully very excited. Well, I'm very excited about. Hopefully we can make it happen. It's going to be really cool. But yeah, I'm going to test this thing. 5,000 lumens, only 2 amp draw. So pretty stoked about that. Purveyor of awesomeness. Oh, my RFS motor blew up in Baja. Oh, the 2014 Baja Rally. Well, anything can blow up, unfortunately. Garrett Anderson, I'm sorry about making your kid feel bad about his KX. They are inexpensive, but man, I don't have any of them in here right now blown up, but it's a thing. Just look around the internet. Sorry, Tristan. But if you take extra super duper good care of it, then you'll be good. It will be at least mildly reliable for a while. Yeah, anyway. honestly, yeah, KXs are about the least durable motorcycle I know of right now. Oh, nice. Tom McBride. I got his Flight of 4 on his that light on his XCW a couple days ago, and it's bright as beep. Awesome. Super excited. I'm excited because I'm going to test that versus the Spartan MX headlight, which is on my beta, wherever that is. Yeah, it's going to be cool. Do you have a helicoil video for a long clutch cover bolt? I can feel it start to give due to over tightening, but not sure how deep the deep hole on the bike. So you need I'm guessing it's on the True North. What is up, Dan North? How are you, man? You guys need a harness to hook up your light on your newer XC. Call Dan at True North Motos because my bike has had a True North Motos harness on it since almost not day one, but like probably day 30. And it's amazing because it uses the the relay to turn everything on and off. Anyway, it's really sweet and clean and looks factory. So anyway, back to the helicoil question. You got to on the, I'm guessing it's on the inner clutch cover, so the big clutch cover, or even maybe it's not on the little clutch cover, but the actual threads are on the case. You got to take the whole clutch cover off to do it. So. And then it's easy. It's just like any other helicoil. I don't have because there's no point in doing, there's no point in doing a video because you can't helicoil all the way down in there because you'd have to take the tap and run it all the way through that, and then you'd have anyway. Don't do that. Take the whole thing off. Finally got to ride my 450 FX. Impressive machine. Nice, Dave Freeman. Yeah, that's rad, dude. I'm glad you got that bike. I'm glad you were on a new machine because new machines are awesome. Your old machines are rad too. Yeah, sorry, purveyor of awesomeness, which is also Woody. I am sorry about that, man. But yes, you have to take the whole thing off and do it. So, Gray Rides Enduro. This is a good one. Zach, first of all, I am looking forward to seeing you on the 29th too. It's gonna be awesome. Gray Rides Enduro. Any update on that fuel pump thing for new KTM's? No crazy update except that I was told I should have mine. I am getting an early one, I think, but hopefully like within the next week. Very, very excited about that. I'm so excited, guys. If you haven't heard or haven't been watching our stuff, Takamoto has solved the stupidest part of the new KTM's. Where the pump rides up in the middle with the pickup up high and then the gas down low, and it's a stupid thing. I love the fact that there's nothing to break off and blah blah blah. They could have anyway. Takamoto fixed it. You can now have a bike, like, especially like the 4-strokes. Like my 2-stroke, I'm usually bouncing around, and the gas is splashing up onto a little sock, and it works pretty good. I get really most of it out, but not always, right? And especially trail riding, like you might have to go down a long dirt road to get back. Anyway, so you could definitely run out of gas. And yes, you can tip the bike over and all, but that's stupid. It's a stupid design, KTM. And they could have fixed it themselves with the way Mike is fixing it. Yeah, Craig Villacor is a piss poor design. And but yeah, Taka Mike has got it solved. I saw it work in the FaceTime thing. We were doing, bouncing questions and things back and forth. It's rad. Very excited. Yeah, it's awesome. So hopefully, I mean, he's really trying to have it out. Gray Rides, he's really trying to have the thing out. I think it'll be maybe this month. Yeah, I think April is probably real. But yeah. Do you have a place for used bike parts? I have a buddy with an 04 WR450 with a bent head pipe. He'd rather not spend the funds. Yeah, fair enough. Other than eBay, C Abbott, no. No. Well, there's Steele's motorcycle salvage over in Denver, and then there's I think it might have closed. It was called Bob's Used Motorcycle Parts down in Arizona. But yeah, Purveyor, grease the drill. Yeah. What did he say? take it off, check from there, and just keep metal shavings and going in the engine. Yeah. So purveyor, what Dave Raymond said, grease the tip of the tap, and then you'll be fine. Am I going to make it to Silver Kings this year? No. I got way too much going on this year. I am going to the Moab Hard Enduro in April, but I'm not going to make it to Silver Kings. I didn't get signed up, and I just, it's, my year is jammed already. So, unfortunately. On the talking about a fuel pump change, is it a retrofit for the stock pump, or is it retrofit? Brad Gustafson is a retrofit. And I'm so excited. My Sherco can empty its gas tank. Just saying. Okay, Garrett Anderson, you have one thing about the Sherco. Excuse me, sure can't. By the way, we got to get together and ride those things. But Justin McCauley, good to see you here. And yes, purveyor of awesomeness, all the lube. By the way, speaking of all the lube, moose juice. I'm using the moose juice on all my moose balls and mooses, like Nitro Mooses and Michelin Mooses and all the mooses that I'm running different things. Moose juice is the way to go, and I will type his thing in here. The website, you can go there, you can buy it, and you can actually now buy it in the big gallon jug. It's crazy expensive, but it lasts a really, I mean, I'm only like 2/3 of the way through mine. I mean, so we only got a third left, but I'm telling you guys, I freaking use a ton of that stuff on every day, all day. Anyway, it gets used a lot. So, moosejuice.com. He sells the big one. He also sells the smaller tubes if you don't do as much as I do. Let's see. Can you recommend someone that can remove small dents from KTM titanium pipe? The only guys I know for sure that do the 4-stroke pipe dent removal that does a good job of it, like pro job, is Pacific Crest Pipe Repair up in Oregon. So, and they're good. Crook Boys, I love you guys from the UK. Right on. I took your advice and bought a flywheel weight for the YZ450. It's stunning now. Yes, dude. Right on. Yeah, flywheel weights are huge to, like, they do two things. If you guys don't know, we'll just jump into that real fast. Two things that flywheel weights do. One, excuse me, is they calm the motor down a little bit. They just calm it down just a tiny bit on a 450. Don't worry. 450s have plenty of power, as Crook Boys, I'm sure, can tell you. They calm it down so you don't get as much wheel spin as quickly. You can still spin the wheel when you want to, but it just mellows it out just that little bit. But really, the thing I like the most about it is, for me, especially on a 4-stroke, because 4-strokes are prone to flaming out and stalling. When you gas it, when you get into the tight stuff, that flywheel weight keeps the motor turning. It's a little more inertia on the crank to keep the motor turning, so you're less likely to flame out. New Tech 23 says, "Can you?" So yeah, you bet. Pacific Crest Pipe Repair, and they're not expensive. I mean, shipping is some of the most expensive part of it. I think. Well, I don't know. I haven't used them in a long time since I had my own tool here for 2-strokes, but the last time I did it was like $65, which obviously is way less than a new header. I know you're not a fan of tubeless, but have you seen the Moose for tubeless's first tracks carrying? Tom McBride, yes. I am going to be running that setup sort of in the Moab Hard Enduro. And First Track is sending me one of those Mooses. I'm paying for it, actually, because he's not getting that great a deal on him. So, like, anyway, that's not a freebie for me, but I will be running that in the back of my tire. Kind of. Oh, I wish I could tell you guys more about what's going on. But I can't. I'm just telling you, if you like tubeless, you are about to have your mind blown. So, is it worth putting flywheel weight on my kid's YZ125? Zach Davis, Boogie, probably not. I wouldn't on a 125 because the 125 is already down on power, and the whole point of a 125 is to rev that motor and spin that tire. and make that thing rip. So probably not. But I don't know. If you have the money and you want to try it, try it. Like my kids don't run one, and I'm not dying to do it. So, Gray Rides Enduro. No, I'm not signed up for the A class because I got no business in the A class in a hard enduro. I'm an A class rider in enduros and hare scrambles and desert races. I am not an A class rider in hard enduro. So no, I'm signed up for 40B in hard enduro. Yeah, Roger Heard, there you go. Says no weight on the 125. Get a 144 kit. Or Zach Davis, the other thing that really helped my kid without doing the whole big bore thing was getting a head from RK Tech. He doesn't make a separate head for RK for 125s, but you can send him your head. He'll reshape it and cut it and make it, bump the compression, all that, and it's amazing. Meeker Extreme, yeah, clean my bars. Oh man, what a crap storm that was this morning. I got accused of having the most. Hold on, I gotta read the post, guys, because it's so good and it's so funny. The people are hilarious. Like whatever. Everybody gets so fired up on the internet, and it makes me giggle. So a guy on YouTube here. By the way, what up, guys? What up, Cycle Farm? I have never seen so much beep bolted onto a set of bars before. What an absolute unnecessary mess. So this is on my beta, and so I responded. It's so good. Like, and it's so funny because there's a guy, Steve Wolverton. I'm calling you out. He got all mad because I called this guy out. I put a picture. I screenshotted it and put a picture. It's like what? I have handguards, brake and clutch perch, start and stop switches, and a map switch. That's it. A kickstart bike wouldn't need the start switch or a map switch. Well, depends on the kickstart bike. But and then our Enduro Easy Clutch doesn't take any more room on the bars, so I'm not sure what he means. And so Steve Wolverton got super mad at me. He told me I'm not painting myself in the best light for calling the guy out. I said super respectfully. I just said, hey man, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what else I can delete from these bars. I guess I could get rid of handguards, but I'm not gonna. But anyway, so it's awesome. It's I love the internet, and I think one of the things Steve is fired up about is I don't know. He thinks that I'm super angry and like lashing out. I'm like, I'm just having fun with this guy who used foul language to talk about the things in my bars, which is funny. When is the Moab Hard Enduro? I'm there April 3rd to the 8th. I'm driving down from Edmonton. Edmonton, nice. Could save you that shipping from First Track. It is not until after that, Tom McBride. It's the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. It's the middle of April. I can't remember. But, yeah, maybe. That'd be cool. Let's talk. Email me, Morgan at Highland-cycles.com. It's awesome. People get very particular about other people's bikes. It's so true. Good morning. Any suggestions on some sort of dance that keeps the rain away? I made the track from Montrose to Glen Helen for a race only to find out it's going to be rain all weekend. Oh, crap, Cody. That sucks, dude. Yeah, I got nothing for you. Brian Larson, same class, 40B. Let's do it. It's going to be fun. Forgot to mention my T-Rex. Well, Zach, but that's not extra. You're right. It is not stock, but it's not extra. You got to have a throttle housing on there. So, after spring conversion and bladder long with revalve, my 23 300XC is better than ever. And I won this week. Yes, dude. Nice work. Kick ass. Way to go. It's awesome. People need to get over themselves. Yes, they do. I thought dirt bikers had thicker skin. I did too, man. I was just giving them a hard time. I was just having fun, like, with the guy, and I didn't, like, call him an idiot or a moron or I just said, I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, it's fun. Budimlia, what's happening? Steve didn't get enough hugs as a child. See, Dane Connolly, thanks, man. I thought he was talking about your mustache. Yes. Oh, you guys are funny. Oh man, yeah. I don't know. I thought people could handle a joke a little bit better than that, but I guess not. I told Steve that he could he's more than welcome to block my channel and quit following me since I'm such a terrible person. Oh man, that's awesome. What else, guys? It's almost 8. I'm gonna shut this thing down right at 8 o'clock because I got things I got to do. Well, not right at 8 o'clock. I'll take one more question. Someone else have a question? Yeah. What do we want to talk about? I will answer one more question, or at least give you some words about another question. I don't know if I can answer it. I'm not the smartest, bulb in the box. I can't even use the analogy well. Yeah. What else, guys? While we're thinking about it. Oh yeah. Let's see. Budimia, your kids rode great at the 500. How long till they can straight up beat their dad? Thomas is probably gonna beat me this weekend. The older kid. I don't know. It's a rocky course, and so I got a chance in the rocks. Like I put the wood to him a little bit when we went to a rocky spot last weekend and rode, and I was able to hammer down on him and beat him a little bit. In the open stuff, he's already way faster than me. So he was way faster than I was out at the 500. Ewan, he will probably beat me in the rocks before Tom. I don't know. Ewan likes the rocks a lot, and he's getting good. See, Abbott, sounds good, dude. Garrett Anderson, haven't even looked at the race bikes yet. Get after it. So yeah, but Budimlia, it's going to be exciting this weekend because Thomas is starting behind me on the open B line. He's only 2 lines back, so he's got a minute. I think they're doing 30-second intervals, so he's got a minute to make up on me from the get-go. And I have a feeling he might come around me, so it'd be fun. What would the cost on the retrofit on the fuel tank? Craig, I know people are going to get upset about this, but it's worth it. It's going to be a little north of $300. And I know that's brutal, but when you see what it is and how much effort it took to build it and make it, and I mean even just the parts, it's worth the money. It's very expensive, but he's put a ton of time and money into figuring this thing out. He's been working on it forever now, and he finally got it to where it's working. So, Dane, you're awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be a little over $300. All right, guys, it is after 8 o'clock. I love you guys so much. Punk Rock Club, I love you so much. Don't take anything on the internet too seriously. It's all a grain of salt, man. I love you guys. Get out, spread the gospel, 2 wheels, and 300. I don't know. Oh yeah, I'll be riding a 300. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Gray rides. Sorry. Anyway, I love you, Dad, so much. Mom, I love you too. Yeah, you guys are rad. Have a rad day. Spread the gospel, 2 wheels, and as always, I desperately hope that what we're doing here is inspiring you guys to work on, but way, 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 way more importantly, get out and ride your dirt bikes.